The year is 1888. The gas lamps of London cast long, flickering shadows, but they offer little comfort against the darkness that has fallen over the city. A predator stalks the Whitechapel district, his name whispered in fear. Jack the Ripper. His victims, women living in the shadows, are found brutally murdered, their bodies bearing the horrific marks of his savagery. The first, Mary Ann Nichols, was discovered in Bucks Row on August 31st. Her throat was slashed and her abdomen mutilated. Just days later, Annie Chapman is found in the backyard of 29 Hanbury Street. Her throat was also cut, her abdomen ripped open, and her intestines pulled out and draped over her shoulders. The brutality escalates. Elizabeth Stride, known as Long Liz, is discovered in Dutfield's yard on September 30th. A deep gash across her throat, but thankfully her body shows no further mutilation. Was the killer interrupted? Less than an hour later, Catherine Eddowes is found dead in Mitre Square. Her throat was slashed, her abdomen ripped open, and a kidney was removed. A triangular piece of her face is also sliced off. The terror reaches its peak with the murder of Mary Jane Kelly. On November 9th, in her room at 13 Miller's Court, her body is discovered in an unimaginable state of mutilation, almost beyond recognition. Scotland Yard is baffled. Despite a massive manhunt, the Ripper eludes capture. Letters, supposedly from the killer himself, taunt the police, adding to the growing panic. Was it a doctor with his knowledge of anatomy? A butcher accustomed to handling knives? Or is someone else entirely hiding in plain sight? The suspects are numerous. Montague John Druitt, a barrister who committed suicide shortly after the final murder. Aaron Kosminski is a Polish immigrant with a history of mental illness. Even Queen Victoria's grandson, Prince Albert Victor, was whispered to be involved. The fog has long since lifted from Whitechapel, but the shadow of Jack the Ripper remains. His identity is a mystery that continues to haunt us. A chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most civilized society. Jack the Ripper. His reign of terror may have ended over a century ago, but his legend lives on. A chilling reminder that some mysteries may never be solved.